up, guys? It's me again, and today I decided to buy a little bit of Cedra, and I bought a little bit of Caspa and a little bit of Radiant. Oh yeah, just been going through like whether I should get a miner hosted or whatever, but still don't still don't make the final decision, and looking at everything, and like it seems like the best thing to actually go for is Litecoin miner, but they're kind of pricey though. You get a good one for like $6,000. I don't want to feel like dropping on $6,000. You know what I mean? But then I go back and I go, I could get a Caspa miner for like $3,000. And then I go, with the emission schedule is gonna go down, and the hash rate is gonna go up, and then I don't know if I'm gonna even get my money back. I don't know. I just back and forth with that. And then I go, all right, let me just focus on getting some more solar panels and stuff. But you know what? I had ordered a panel that was like 3 weeks ago from Amazon. It has not arrived, and tomorrow's the last day. It was delayed and delayed again, and tomorrow's the last day, and then I have to request for a refund. I don't know what happened, man, but I'm gonna have to reorder. Maybe I ordered 2 panels. I don't know. But right now, and I'm back and forth going and telling myself, oh, maybe I should just get another Ultra. I have 4 of them, or maybe just get 5. I'm like, then I start looking at the profitability, and I'm like, and I'm like, even on solar, you mine for free, but it's still not even $1. It's like seems like it's not even worth it. I'm like, just I'm just gonna sit and wait. Then I went and said, you know what, I could get one of those Dogecoin miners, but just, and I'm like, all right, I could get the Dogecoin 3 or the 3 plus, when I could plug in like 500 what is it, 500 watt, whatever. I can do that, or maybe the 400 watt one, and I start looking at the profitability, and I'm like, what? Nah, and I'm like, all right, if I put it on solar, $1 something, I'm like, even if I was to make $1.50 a day with the best one they have, I'm still not gonna get not even gonna get my money back, because I'm gonna be dropping like $1,000. Not, at least this for a year. That's just, I just can't mess with that kind of stuff. It's like you're messing with pennies. For me right now, if I'm gonna get a machine, it's gotta make me like $20 a day, $3 a power, and I end up with $17. That's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of money I'm talking about. You're gonna get a miner, and then I don't want to get a miner. Well, I'm gonna spend $5 on electricity to make $1. That's just stupid. It's just stupid. It's just stupid. Or you spend $4 and you're gonna make 50 cents. $4 on electricity. It's just dumb. It just doesn't make any sense. Unless you have solar, then that's worth it. So I'm going through all of those machines. I'm like, just not worth it. So right now, the best thing to do is is just get one of those. To be honest with you, Litecoin miners are looking sweet. Those are looking sweet, but I gotta drop like $6 grand, and I don't feel like dropping $6 grand. You know what I mean? I could do it, but I just don't want to really do that. I've been through a lot of things, with crypto and buying stocks and stuff like that. Took a lot of losses, got some money, more losses. Just trying to do the right thing. Buying $20-something thousand worth of GPUs, and then when Ethereum ran away, you know, they didn't, you know, you couldn't mine it anymore with GPUs or whatever, you know, mine it at all, pretty much. It's just, you know, I don't even know how that's still even, you know, surviving. Honestly, I thought, you know, that, hey, you know, all the miners are going to drop the thing because pretty much the miners are the ones who bought, put Ethereum where it is right now. You know what I'm, honestly, they, you know, the dude must have been like, you know what, I don't need them no more. You know what I mean? You know, I got this, you know, other things going on where I can sell these pictures and people are going to swap, and I mean, you know, you're going to sell pictures and stuff, and they're going to swap back and forth, and they're going to make money. You know what I mean? That's what happens. You know, sometimes a lot of social media companies are the same way too. They run the same. You know what they do is pretty much, it's like they put these platforms up. They let anybody post anything up. They're not policing it because they want the publicity and all that stuff, and negativity. They want that kind of publicity. You know, all kind of things like that. So, and then when they get to where they want to get to, then they start policing everything and dumping everybody out, and they because they got these big contracts now with Disney and stuff like that. I know how it rolls, man. That's how it goes. You know, and they start just cleaning it out now when they know that all that stuff, all those other people, put them where they were, where they are now. Same thing. YouTube did the same thing too. You know, years ago on YouTube you could put like practically anything, you know, put it up. But now, you know, since they got Disney involved and these other things, nah. Dump everybody and just get rid of everybody. You know, let's start policing now. They got us where, you know, publicity. It's a game, man. It's people, man. But anyway, I don't want to go on a rant. So, I don't know. So at this point, you know, I'm in a neutral right now. I got the gear in neutral. You know, I don't want to, you know, push it and get a miner for $3,000, and then next month it's worth only $1,500. Oh man, what a game, boy! Man, they know what they're doing. Those miners are worth like $100 and something made with, you know, seriously, and the chips and everything, 100 and change. And then they're gonna sell it to you for like $30,000 and stuff. That's why they're able to drop those prices really hard and quickly. You know, like 30,000. They go from 30,000, they go to 15,000, and they go down to 10,000, just like that, because they know it ain't worth that much money. It's just a machine that's probably worth $100 and something in reality. You know, you can get a whole car. You know, more material that the machine's gonna get you, you know, because you know it's in demand. People want that, so they're gonna put you on this. It's 30,000. Buy it now, 30 G's. You know, the big guys are gonna, you know, get the money to just throw away and take the big risks. You know, they're gonna do it. You know, I don't blame them. You know, they got the money. They'll take the risks. They don't care. They lose $30,000. Who cares? You know, they're making millions. Why would they care? You know, that's nothing. Tax loss, whatever, write off. But little guys. So now they're pushing these little tiny miners here. They're just making money, tons of money on that. You know, they put these up and $1,000 each. Meanwhile, this little machine here probably cost them about $20-something to actually make. I'm serious. I'm serious. You know, you guys might say, nah, it must have cost. No, it doesn't. Did not cost them that much. Those people, they make these the components of pennies. Cost them pennies to make these things. Trust me, I've been in other countries and I know the prices of stuff. You'd be surprised what you can get and if you go to another, go to visit other countries and you see how far you can get with $100. You'd be like, wow, really? Wow, seriously. That's one of the things when I go, when I travel, I look at prices. I'm not talking about the resort area. Go get out of the resort area. But for instance, I could, purchase because I was really heavily into birds, so not now. I give that a break. I could have gotten an Amazon parrot, right? Let's say for here, Amazon parrot can cost you upwards to $3 grand. Okay, you go over there, $60. That's how much. Serious, because I've seen them selling them. How much is that bird? I'm there. How much is that bird? $60. That's what I'm talking about, man. But here, $3,000. That's the way it is. Yup. So they're doing pretty much the same thing, They put this machines up, especially Ghost Shell, machines, selling them. Came out with those box miners talking about $4,000. Look how much they're worth now. Real. Boy, like $100, You get them on eBay for less than 100. I mean, of course, it's time, whatever, but they're still selling them. They're not selling them for $4,000 anymore. They ain't worth nothing. But it's just the way it is, That's the way that market is, You gotta be quick. You gotta have a lot of money and buy it right away, and and pray. So that's why I kind of like right now it's like just going with buying some coin when I'm unsure of whether to get another miner or whatever. So I'm just gonna like buy a little bit of coin, buy a little bit, purchase a little bit at a time. Unless you got free power. Yeah, I got free power, but I gotta have a lot of power. You know what I mean? And that's the route that I should really keep, go. Forget about buying miners, just buy the coin and focus on getting more power. You know what I mean? You have to get like 5, machines and plug those in. You know what I mean? And play around with the switch algorithms or whatever. Yeah, but honestly, the Litecoin miners, I think those are the best bet to go. People, I'm not like Litecoin. I'm not crazy about it either. But you could always, swap and stuff like that, or put it on another pool where it's automatically swap stuff, whatever. But at this point, I don't know. It was supposedly this week. I don't know, maybe tomorrow or the next day. I kind of wanted to buy a machine. I'm checking everywhere, secondhand. I don't even trust that. Another thing I don't like is, a lot of these big exec companies, they want you to send them the money in Bitcoin or Ethereum or the other one, whatever. But I don't want to send that like that. Because if there's a glitch and you lose that money, oh, Nelly, you send it to the wrong address by mistake or something like that. That only happened to me about 2 times, but it wasn't big amounts either. It was like $20, one, and probably another 20, around there. I just, you know what I'm saying? I just don't want to send that kind of money. You send them $2 grand and you send it to the wrong address, or you send it, you know what I mean? Or you send it to somebody that's gonna rob you. You know what I mean? It's not even the right website. Oh man, woo man, I'll be crying, man. if you say like you go to Ice Rivers or whatever with the S, the scam site, you go there and you send them $3,000 for a machine. Oh man, I feel sorry for those people that I mean, it's you could easily make that mistake. A lot of people are doing that, and to this day, people are still doing those mistakes. They're like, what the heck, nobody's contacting me back. And then when somebody tells them, that's not the site, that's the wrong site. That's a scam site. What do you mean it's a scam site? Look, it says Ice Rivers with an S, not Ice River. Oh man, now you can just close your eyes and take a Tylenol and go to bed. For real, man. But you gotta be extremely careful of what you're doing. Extremely careful. I can't even hit a damn Bitcoin. You know what I mean? One of those lucky miners, Maybe I should just get rid of these things, right? I get rid of them, and the person that gets them, he's gonna hit one. It's probably never gonna happen, but I'll see what happens. I don't know. So right now, it's like I'll be honest with you, should just get a Litecoin miner. But the problem is, I got to get it hosted, and hosting, they're asking for too much information. I'm not that type of person that gives all this information, Social Security. Nah, I don't play that role like that. I play that game. Tax purpose. Don't worry, I'm going to pay my tax. You just do your thing, asking for all this info and all this garbage. You don't need that. Money's coming to me. When I do the transaction and it hits my bank account, then that's when I pay tax. This and that don't count. Hits my bank account, then I'm paying tax on that. You know what I mean? But so pretty much. I'll see what's gonna happen. I don't know. It's gonna be Litecoin. I mean, I should go Litecoin, but I don't want to do $6,000, and I'm not gonna pretty much like kind of wire for $6,000. I don't think that's gonna happen. I could take a $2,000 risk for then a $6,000. Then you don't know when you're gonna get the machine, or when it's gonna arrive over there. Then they're gonna charge you all these rack fees or whatever. $50 to and this and that, and then you still gotta pay electricity 8 cents or whatever. I mean, yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do with that. But and that's why I kind of like just want to go with something a little cheaper. I'd rather take the risk for like 2 G's, $2,000. I'll throw the $2,000. If I get the money back, I don't get the money back. Whatever, But I don't know. I just need something to hit really big or biggish. Maybe like get like $300,000-$400,000, Cedra or something like that. 300-400, Bugner or whatever. But I have to move, and I have to move quickly. So right now, for the fastest way for me to do things, put the money and buy the coin. Put the money and buy the coin. Don't buy the machine. You have to have yourself set first, and then you play with these little machines. And you gotta have the bag already. It's hard to try to get the bag now. It's gonna take you a long time, and by that time, if the bull run happens, it's over. You're gonna be like, I made $300, yay! It's a waste of time, man. I don't play little money like that. I gotta make a lot of money, a lot, $100,000 plus, for me to play around with this. I just can't. I gotta make $200, and that's a waste of time, man. I can make YouTube videos and make thousands of dollars, on my other channel, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a week. Serious. But I can make videos all over online, but that's not the point. Just I don't want to play around with getting You know, nickel and dime type of stuff. It's just a waste of time. If you're doing for hobby purposes, you know what I mean. That's why, you know, sometimes I flip around. I just get something, I try it out. It's not even really making that much. Just get rid of it, you know. Even if I take a little loss, I'll take a little loss. You know, you got to move quick. So you got to move fast. You got to move fast. You know, you get a machine. As soon as they come out with the next one, get rid of that one. That's it. Just get rid of it. That was the end. That's the end of that machine. Get rid of it. Put it for sale. Get whatever you can get. And then, that's what, pretty much, what I got to stick with. Get whatever you can get and move on. You know, that's what I think. You know, you're gonna be stuck in a loop, constantly, year after year, just wasting time. You know, time, you can't turn that back. You know, you get older and older, and you're wasting time getting nickel and dime. It's not gonna do nothing. It's not gonna do anything. You gotta get a lot of money. You know, right now, if I could, you know, get some decent machines and make $10,000 a month, then I'm happy with that. And I'm only asking for 10 G's a month. I'm just pretty much, okay, this is good. The only ones I could probably do it, I said, you know, the Litecoin ones. I'm gonna get several of them. You know, I gotta invest a huge amount of money at this point, or maybe the ETH hash, whatever, ETH ones. You get these risky ones, you don't know what's gonna happen with Casper. Casper's gonna, you know, in a couple of years, all the coins are gonna be mined. It's gonna be, you know, I don't even know what's gonna happen with that. You know, it's probably gonna be over with. You know. After the bull run, you know, my expected date, February, March, April, May. May. Sell by May. That's me. I'm not telling you what to do. Me. By May. Whether bull run happens or not, May is probably my day. I know. I've been there already. I've seen it crash down. Around there. So if anything does happen, you know, I mean, for me, Bitcoin, that's a lost, you know, that sailed away. You know, Bitcoin is too high. I'm not gonna even bother with it. You know, you have to put in a lot of money to make some real money. You know, you make some money. You know, you get like a fraction of a Bitcoin. You might make $100, $200. It's a waste of time. A waste of time with that. You gotta have money. You know, you gotta be the millionaire status to mess around with Bitcoin. You know, to really make a serious amount of money, a big dent in there. You know, you get a couple of $1,000s worth of Bitcoin. You might double. You might make a couple of thousand. You know, people. You know, they like predictions that say 100,000 plus next year. It could happen. I think maybe 75, 85,000. That's my prediction. If it happens more than that, then it just happens. You know, 75, 85,000. That's what I think. But you know, if it hit 100 grand, it just might hit it. You know, even if it hit 100 grand, that's gonna drop so hard. They're gonna be back to 40 G's. For real, it's gonna drop so hard. Bitcoin, that's gonna go down to like $40,000 again. You know, maybe 35. But you know, you gotta understand, there's a lot of scared people. There's people that work 9 to 5. And, you know, they don't get a lot of money, and $100 could be a lot for them. $500 could be an extreme amount of money for them. And if they invested that $500, they're afraid to lose $500. You know. So, as soon as they see a little dip, they're gonna dip too. They're gonna leave. They're gonna just, you know, they're gonna sell. They're gonna sell. That's just the way people are. They're gonna be scared. There's a lot of scaredy cats. They're gonna be scared. You know, they don't want to lose that money. You know, that's how people react. As soon as they hear some bad news, you see Bitcoin dropping. You see that's showing you how so many people, they're so afraid. You know, they're so scared. It's to drop. Then you got the swing traders that like to mess around. They just want to make a buck. You know what I'm saying? You got those guys that just keep them all day swinging back, forth, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy. You know, they're racking in, you know, a few dollars a day, $100, $300, $400. You know what I'm saying? They're swinging it back and taking risks. A lot of times you want to lose less than what you bring in, because you're always going to lose something. You're not going to, ain't nobody's going to swing that perfectly. Hell no. You're going to lose the what you got to try to do is swing it so that way you're going to always lose, you're going to be losing less and gaining more. And that's hard to do. I've done that. It's not easy to do. You're there back and forth. One day you're happy. Look, I made $1,500 today. Next day, boom, negative. You lost that $1,500. Like that. And then you're feeling good. You're mad. You're angry. Then you swing it again. You make $3,000 and you're happy. You want to go. You want to take your wife out, whatever. And then you know. And then you look again tomorrow. You're down to $3,000. You lost it. It's too much of a game, you know. Because you're gonna try to flip it. You're gonna try to flip it. But that's what. It's not financial advice. Whatever. You know, it's not easy. It's not easy. Can't be easy, because if it's too easy, nobody's making no money. It has to be difficult for you to make some good money. You know, you want to make a lot of money, you got to put in a lot of money. If you want to make some money, you put some money in it. You know, you make a few dollars. You're happy with what you got, whatever. It's a hobby. You're just playing around with it. This is a hobby for me. But, you know, that's why I'm not doing this as a business. The only thing that's included as a business is making videos. I'm not including this equipment. This is out of my money, out of my business money. The only thing that's is counted as a business is the videos that I make. But, because if you gotta file bankruptcy, these machines are going, right? That's why this is personal. But, you know, that's the way it goes. But I gotta see what happens, you know. The battery's dying out on this camera. I gotta change the settings on this camera. Maybe I should do it like 60 frames per second, you know, like I used to do, you know, and it's better picture. Right now, it's the lighting. See that? It looks like a cell phone, right? It's not a cell phone. It's actually a very good camera. It's just the lighting. The lighting right here causes this effect. I mean, I could mess around with the camera and switch the setting. But I'm going to let you guys go. So I'll catch you guys later. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'm out before this battery wastes. And I'm out. Peace.